Tim Hudson from Steens.
Okay. And if you could just describe where you were.
Well, I was walking toward the TV to turn it off as I was leaving for work when they broke in with the story, and I went and sat down and was about an hour late for work that day because I watched it until I just had to leave.
Okay. What was your initial reaction?
Well, what I remember is the initial report went from an explosion to a small plane to a jetliner. There was a lot of misinformation. And of course, I was watching it when the second plane hit, and the announcers were live on TV as that happened. They didn't realize what had happened. I remember the confusion.
On that September 11th, I was working, and I was on Whirllie Byrd Road, and I stopped by Smart Stop to get me a snack, and I looked up. I mean, and this plane was going flying into the building. I said, "My goodness, sure that's not true. That just they just showing that, trying to make a film or something. Surely not real." And by the time this one, then here come another one going run to the same thing. I said, "My goodness, we just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it."
When I found out about the attacks on September 11th, I was a senior in college at the W, and I was eating breakfast in the cafeteria. And Fidel, the cafeteria manager, came up and told a group of us that we needed to go find a TV. There had been an attack. So I worked in the library on campus and went to the library because I was supposed to be at work. And we just all sat around, just speechless, watching the TV, just almost in tears about what was happening.
I was on 45 at Pride Pantry on the morning of September 11th, and the TV was on. The first tower had already been hit, and shortly after I come in the station there, the second plane hit the tower. And we knew then that this was just no random act, that this was a major terrorist act, and it's devastating.
Well, I will not forget that day because I was outside trying to pull up tomato plants that had not bared so well. And my husband called and said, "Whirllie, come here." And I had walked in the house with 2 tomato plants in my hand. Tomatoes leaning to the side and all. And when he showed me what was going on, I dropped my plants on the floor. And I was just standing there frozen in time. I felt so bad. I felt worse than those 2 tomato plants I had laying on the floor of my house. It was a terrible day, actually. And you know, since that day, I've not been able to grow tomatoes either. But it's a really sad day. It hurt me all day. And I've never gotten over it, really. And just like today, out here, trying to serve those who serve us. It was a very sad day. And I'm hoping that days like this will make us all feel a little bit better. Because we can give back to someone else. We can never replace those whom we lost that day, but we can continuously give back to others.